Today, we're diving into a really personal and honestly powerful story about resilience. It's a journey that really gets you thinking about a big question. Where does our strength actually come from? Is it from our circumstances, or is it from somewhere much, much deeper inside? Let's get into it. Just think about that for a second. This one sentence, this one simple hope, was everything to a young girl at the start of her story. It was her North Star, you know? The belief that just getting to her parents would fix everything and fill her world with happiness. But to really understand just how bright that hope was, we first have to see the darkness she was living in. So let's go back to the beginning of her story. So you see this really stark contrast right away. Her parents were far away in Delhi, and on one hand, she had this incredible, loving grandma, but on the other hand, the house was also filled with relatives who were, well, just awful to her. We're talking constant scolding, taunts, even physical abuse. This wasn't just missing her parents, it was surviving a truly hostile environment. And so this became her nightly ritual. The loneliness was just crushing. Her only escape was to bury her face in her pillow and cry, dreaming of the parents she believed were her saviors, the key to her happiness. But then, one day, just like that, everything shifted. A moment arrived that felt like it would make her one and only hope come true. It felt like this was it. And it all started so simply. Her mother just came back to the village for a visit. But this one visit was about to set off a chain reaction that would change her life forever. So in this big, tense moment, the relatives basically threw down an ultimatum to her mother. But what they meant as a way to push her away, to challenge her, actually turned out to be the key that unlocked her cage. Her mom made the call, right then and there. I mean, can you even imagine that feeling, the pure, unfiltered joy? For her, this wasn't just moving to a new city. This was the end of all the pain. The loneliness was over, the taunts would finally stop, she was finally going to be loved. Her dream was actually happening. But as we all know, life is never quite that simple, is it? Getting to Delhi wasn't the happy ending of her story. It was just the beginning of a whole new chapter, with its own set of challenges. And this is where that dream just crashes headfirst into reality. The love she hoped for, it was met with struggle. The end of her loneliness, it was replaced by a mountain of new responsibilities. And that dream of a perfect life, it shattered against the hard wall of their real-life limitations. And that was the tough pill to swallow. She had escaped one set of problems only to walk right into another. Her parents' life wasn't easy either. It had its own struggles. Just changing her location hadn't magically made everything perfect. Okay, so this right here, this is the real turning point. This is the moment the story stops being about what happens to her and starts being about what she decides to do. This is where she started to search for a strength that was truly her own. She made a decision, a very conscious choice. She looked at her past, full of all those nights crying into her pillow, and said no more. Crying was just a reaction. It wasn't going to be who she was anymore. So what did she do? She found a new anchor. But this time, instead of putting her hope in a person or a place, she started investing in herself. Education became her foundation, the solid ground she could build a new life on, completely on her own terms. And here's where things get really incredible. She didn't just endure all that negativity anymore. She transformed it. Every mean word, every new hardship, it all became fuel. She literally took the things people threw at her and built a ladder to climb higher. So after all of that, from the village to the city, from loneliness to a harsh reality check, what was the ultimate truth she discovered at the end of it all? And this is the whole point. That core belief she had as a little kid, that happiness was out there, in Delhi, with her parents. She realized it was all wrong. She learned that real, lasting happiness isn't something you go out and find. It's something you build brick by brick inside yourself, by learning to trust yourself. And that's resilience, isn't it? Her life didn't magically become a fairy tale. The struggles didn't just vanish. The difference is, now she has the inner strength to meet them head on. She's no longer a victim of her life. She's the one in the driver's seat. And this quote, this says it all, really. It's her ultimate declaration of independence. It's not denying the pain, it's admitting, yes, I've been broken, but it's also a powerful statement that she has the strength to stand back up all by herself. And so her journey leaves us with a question for our own lives. She found her strength, not in a place, not in a person, but within herself. So it really makes you stop and think, where do you find yours? What's the anchor that helps you stand even after you've been broken?